Now in the investment plan section, we want to capture a couple things. So one, we're using the standard rate of return from FP Canada, so the standard that all CFPs should be using in Canada, but we're reducing that by the fees that we're paying. So it's very important that you understand what the MER, average MER, management expense ratio is on your investments, and you can enter that here. In this case, Jennifer and Michael are using low-cost index exchange-traded funds, ETFs, and their fees are quite low, so 0.032%. But if you're using bank mutual funds, this could be quite a bit higher at 2%. So make sure that you enter the fees for your investments here. We also want to enter the asset allocation. So even though Jennifer's risk profile was 75-25, 75% stock equities, 25% bonds fixed income, in this case, they're using an all-in-one exchange-traded fund, ETF, which has an asset allocation of 80-20. So what they've done is they've entered 80% of their allocation, overall stock and bond allocation is in stocks, and 20% is in bonds fixed income. Now we've also entered the cash rate of return assumption. In this case, we're just assuming the same as inflation, so fairly low. But if they did have GICs or something like that, we could enter a slightly higher amount here and what that allocation might be. In this case, they don't have any GICs or shorter term investments, so the allocation is 0. We can also enter rebalancing here. In this case, because it's an all-in-one ETF, the rebalancing is automatic. Now for savings accounts, we also want to enter the rate of return here as well. In this case, it's a lower amount, so this would be for the emergency fund or any short-term savings. No fees on that account, so it's just 2.1% return on average. And remember, these are longer-term assumptions, so even if rate of return are slightly different today, this is really a long-term 20 to 30-year assumption.